Hey guys, Zero here, and today I'm playing Mega Man 3 for the NES. No lengthy intros for this one, I'm just going to jump right into it after I let the opening music finish. Okay, and then it just starts to loop from there, but I just had to let it play because the opening music for this one is really good, so I didn't want to leave it out. So anyways, let's start with the game here. We got our 8 Robot Masters, and normally when I play Mega Man games, I go in the same order that I've kind of always done, but now that I'm older, I find it's actually more interesting to go in different orders and actually try to beat all the bosses with just the Mega Buster. So I've been doing that lately for a lot of different Mega Man games. So that's what I'm going to do for this one, and this way I can show you all the different weapons in some form. I want to try to show them off as best I can. So for this, normally as a kid I would start with Magnum Man because I found him pretty easy to beat. A lot of people start with Top Man as well, that's fine. But for this, I am going to start with Magnum Man, but from there I'll go in a different order than I usually do. So let's get started. Now, of course, coming off of Mega Man 2, the biggest thing that they added to this game was the slide, and it was a great idea and will become a mainstay for the rest of the series. At least until 9 and 10 where they took it away again, but this was the first time that it showed up. We don't get the Charge Buster until 4. This section, you have these magnet enemies, they're no big deal, they don't harm you unless you touch them, and they can just kind of carry you around, and you can be lazy and coast across this whole part. And it goes, it goes with the theme, magnets and Magnum At Stake, and they're cool. But this is the only section that you see them in. They never use them again for the rest of the game, and to me it feels like just such a waste. I don't know. Here we got a mini-boss fight. They call him Breakman. Later on he's revealed to be Proto-Man, Mega Man's brother. I don't know, I guess they were going for like a secret identity thing and then a big reveal, and kind of like Racer X and Speed Racer, and their brothers in that too, so I don't know, I guess that's what they were going for. But he's easily dealt with. Just like these guys too, you just riddle them full of bullets, and their homing shots, they only take 1 bullet to destroy. Just dodge around them. These guys here, 3 shots. And I found that as I was practicing this game, I found that it was much better than, rather than just shooting wildly, to actually just be really in control of your shots, especially when you know how many shots it takes to kill each enemy. You're actually better off, since you can only have 3 shots out at any given time. It's really important to make each one count, because otherwise if you fire off all 3 and they're missing the enemy, you just have to stand there and wait. So, you just gotta time your shots more carefully. Here we got the good old block puzzles, which some people love them, some people hate them. Oops, I missed that. I personally always liked them. I never had a problem with them. Here it's a little dangerous though. I'm gonna wait to see what the path is, just because we do have these pits here, but more importantly those fans. They can really trip you up, especially right here. I don't like to go down to that bottom block because there's a good chance you'll get pulled to the left. So I just bypass it. You don't need to get on that one anyways. To the left we got some power-ups if you need them. Don't really need to get that. Time this right with this guy. Mistimed that all to hell. You time it right, you can actually damage him without getting hit, but I was never very good at that. And we're already here at the end of the stage, surprisingly. It feels really short, because a lot of stages kind of feel like that in this. And for some reason, I don't know why they do this. Most of the later games, you just have a flat corridor every time. Here, they have this little indentation. I don't know why. There's no point to having it there. They do that for a lot of the stages in this game for some reason. And these doors, you can't slide into them. If you slide, it stops your slide right before the door. I'm trying to slide right now, and I can't. They force you to walk through. It's weird. Anyways, Magnum Man, pretty easy. He's got a real simple pattern. When he does that, he's immune. He's trying to suck you in. You just resist it by just walking the other way. See if I can do this without getting hit here. And screw that, because actually, you can do that if you're lazy. You can just make him trigger it by just running into him. I do that because I don't want to waste the time. You can just wait it out, but screw that. Let's just kill him quickly. So we're gonna get his power up, which is, it's one of my favorites. It's a really good weapon, but it's very easy to quickly burn out the energy on it. But I wanted to come here first because I wanted to get this for a couple of stages later on. It's gonna be very handy. We get Magnet Missile. Here they give us a password. And before we go on to the next stage, there are a lot of bugs and glitches in this game. There's quite a few that I know about, probably more than I don't, but I want to show them off, so I actually need to go back into Magnum At Stake to show off one of the main ones that I learned when I was a kid, so I will be right back. Now I'm coming back into Magnum At Stake because I needed to show off this glitch, but this was something that my brother and I learned from our cousins when we were kids. We didn't know about this. If you have the second player controller plugged in, and you hold up on the D-pad, it adds like this slow motion choppy frame effect to it. There's no real point to it, it actually makes it a lot harder to play. We used to do that to screw each other over, but it's just kind of neat. But the other real thing is that if you hold right on the D-pad, you can mega jump, and you jump like 4 times the height that you normally do, or something like 3 or 4 times, and it's super abusable. And we used to do this all the time. But there's 2 other things that you can do with this. One of the things is that if you fall in a pit, you don't die. Not as long as you're holding right on the D-pad, you can't die. And not to mention, you can come skyrocketing out of the pits. It's pretty funny. But the other thing, the main thing that you can do with it is, this is one of the best stages to show it off, is I need an enemy to pass over me while I'm holding that down in a hole. And watch what happens. It'll kill you, but you don't actually die. Again, as long as I'm holding the button, I won't die in the pit. But once I get out, I can just let it go and just play like normal. I can't die now, because it thinks I'm dead, and the music actually stops too. The only problem is that I can't fire now, but what you can do is switch to Rush Coil, and now you can fire. So you can go through this whole stage invincible with just this, and you can even kill Magnum Man and all that. It's really weird. The only thing you have to be careful about is that you don't, pits actually will still kill you if you're not holding the button, but also if you pick up any health, it'll bring you back to life essentially, and then if you lose your health there, you'll die again. So just avoid health pickups. But what you can also do is, actually, if you fall in the hole, you can kind of quick release the button again. You can do the sound effect. You can just kill yourself like multiple times. But yeah, this is the best stage to really show it off in, because you can do it really early. There's maybe one other stage that you can effectively do this in, but I don't know. It's just a really weird glitch, but I always used to do this when I would play this game as a kid. But anyways, let's get back to the main game. Alright, back here at the main game, let's continue on with Top Man stage. Again, a lot of people like to do this as their first stage just because it's really easy and he's a really easy boss. That's fine, it's all just a preference thing. I just prefer Magnum Man because his weapon's really useful. These blue things, they're kind of annoying because you can't damage them while they're forming, you have to wait. These guys are also annoying because they like to hug the ground and you can't shoot them with your buster, so you're going to have to either wait for them to hop or use a weapon. Got through that actually okay. Back again, just patient shots. Get free life. We'll refill up on the magnet because I'm going to need more of that later. Just slide past this guy. And I kind of touched upon it a little bit just because I showed it during the glitch part, but for this game, another thing that they changed is, instead of having like item 1, 2, and 3, and like they did in Mega Man 2, they introduced Rush here. In this case, this is Rush Coil, and it's actually kind of necessary for some parts of the game, but you can use it to get up higher, naturally, without using the glitch. And he would become a mainstay as well. He got various forms throughout the different games. Some of them stuck, some of them didn't. Coil pretty much is in like every game, and I totally missed. But no. And I get hit. There's like, when he's that close, there's no way to dodge at that point. Gonna need Magnet for this. We got this little cat mini boss. Fire 2 shots, and then 3, and he's dead. 5 shots to kill him. He just shoots out a bunch of little balls that bounce around. I guess like maybe yarn balls. And then he also can throw out some ticks. He just kind of launches like 2 or 3 at you. But if you kill him quickly enough, he never gets the chance. There's another one here. Slide in the air. You have to time it because these will home in on pretty much anything, including those bouncing balls. So that's why I wait for the... I do 2 and then 3. Don't need that health. Always hated doing that jump as a kid. This section here, I always get hit. Unless I use Magnet to kill him from above up there. Holy crap, I didn't take damage. I got a little lucky on that, but that's the way you can do it. Oh, almost got killed there because this section I used to be deathly afraid of, but honestly, as long as you're just paying attention to which way they're moving, it's really no big deal. I used to use the glitch thing to go walk on the floor there. Alright, anyways, Top Man. Real easy pattern here. This, slide, and then now we're good. At least we should be. We shouldn't get hit. And then just keep doing this back and forth, rinse and repeat, and he's dead. Can't damage him while he's doing the spin. You can get a couple of extra shots in before... Oh, I jumped too soon. I'm dumb. No! My perfect run is spoiled! Nah, it's fine. Doesn't have to be perfect. You get the idea. It's Top Man, who cares? Now, Top Man, I always thought his weapon was real shitty. For various reasons, but you know what? Actually, I've learned that it does have some utility. There are some useful spots to have it, and I'll try to show it off as best I can. Overall, though, it does still have issues. Mainly, one of the big things that you can just burst out all the weapon energy and it can just be gone. It's just kind of a little glitchy thing about the game, but whatever. Anyways, 2 Robot Masters down, and I think that's what I'm going to do for these videos. I'm probably going to do 2 stages at a time. So, in the next one, we will actually start off with Snake Man. So, I'll see you then.